Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yeah, he would be. Oh, that's ambitious. He's done very well to get to that.
De Bruyne actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He leaps for it! Goal, Germany! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
9 minutes is number 23.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Virgil van Dijk.
There's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Zanetti. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, given away. Chance, surely! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Germany are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that's neat. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Great vision. Oh, good spread. He's picked his way through. In towards the back. Chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Germany find a position of real strength now. Bergkamp going face-to-face with his great rival. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bergkamp, he'll try from distance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw. Muscular approach does pay off here. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Ibrahimovic. And the pass is intercepted.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Cruyff. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a good ball out wide. He is through here! And that is well cleared. And That is the end
Hello,
of the
everyone.
first half.
This is the moment you've all
Well, that
been
was
waiting
as
for.
one-sided
The time
as
to
it
pick out
gets.
today's
Only
lucky
one side have
number.
shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. We're on the move again.
Portugal really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to...
It's full on! Conte. He won't be happy with that one. Tries from distance. There's the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb. Corner number 2 then. Oh, good effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That has ended up in no man's land. De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Is there nothing he cannot do? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And here's De Bruyne. De Bruyne stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Bergkamp. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. Rodri. De Bruyne. Nicely spread. And that was asking for too much. Bergkamp looking understandably energised after his goal. Albert Ferrer. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Maddison. Time and again they are repelled. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Strong running down that left flank.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Oh, he's bustling through here. It's full on! He's put his foot right through that one.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Foot in. He's shifting through the... He's having a shot! Now the ball in. De Bruyne. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Portugal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Just 5 minutes remaining now. It's run loose here. De Bruyne, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Alaba promptly onto that, and that is that.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Van Dijk. 2 minutes to be added on. Roberto Carlos. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everyone,
The game yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Girona against Portugal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply...
Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi does... It's Luis Suarez! Well, there's the clearance. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Luis Suarez. This might spell danger. And that was very necessary. Rodri. Maddison. And it's Roberto Carlos. He can run onto that. That has been cut short. Aguero. It's a searching pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Hakimi. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Tries to get it clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Pass somewhat off target. Khan punts it upfield. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner.
Girona definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Maddison providing an outlet on that flank. Deftly away.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Kante. Parejo. Lovely feet. He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's Parejo. He has found a way through. Goes for a shot! And again! Oh, and again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Lampard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. That's tidy. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Parejo with the short one.
Have been indicated.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Parejo gets flagged offside. Aguero, played out to the left flank, tries to pass it through, brilliantly cut out. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Portugal really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Number 45, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So the action
Coming on the
resumes.
field is number 9.
Portugal clearly
Erling
have been the
Haaland.
better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Portugal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Driving forward. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
60 minutes played. Now it's Parejo. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Looking for options for movement. What a throw in. The ball has bounced loose now. He's given the time to pick a pass. Xavi. That'll be a throw. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. That's a sharp pass. Hakimi, that's a nicely shaped ball. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Alaba clears without hesitation. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Messi. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. Played over towards the opposite flank. Tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That'll be a throw-in. Now, can they get him away? Aguero with the cross. Alaba with the clearance. Girona have their second corner now. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alaba getting this one clear. That's the throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they've got rid. They'll have to settle for that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
So bring it
today's
on.
match.
Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He's De Bruyne! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Robertson looking for options for movement. Now it's Owen. And Owen! Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
Van Dijk. Conte. De Bruyne. And it's Parejo. It's a really well-measured ball. Parejo. Can he finish? Off the post. Couldn't squeeze it through. Here's a chance! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And claimed it back swiftly. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham looking to pass their way up the pitch. De Bruyne. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And here's Owen. That's destined for the flank. There's the shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Hakimi. Parejo. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Maddison. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Maddison. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Opts for safety. Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard. Rodri. Here's Maddison. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time.
There will be 1 minute
Rudiger.
at a time.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cruyff. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time.
This is a police announcement.
And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Portugal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Number 18.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Coming on to replace him is
So straight into the second half.
Julian Alvarez.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Referee has just said play on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Alvarez. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Alvarez. He'll try from distance. Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach.
After 57 minutes.
And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Portugal restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And they can counter here. Now it's Aubameyang. Rodri gets a foot in here. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Good shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite. Maddison. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bastoni. Alva, and the shot! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The goal scorer for Portugal.
There was no
After
getting to that,
74
no
minutes
getting to it
in.
at all. Expertly
Number
done.
21.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Portugal with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Maddison. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 6.
Rijkaard.
Michael Owen.
It's a sharp pass.
Number 17. Jude Bellingham. Number 2. Antonio Rudiger. Number 21. Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field.
Roberto Carlos.
Number 10.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Number 13. Joshua Kimmich.
Roberto Carlos. Mbappe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's got away, and it's played into the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And we're done. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. It is that familiar feeling again. Old foes, fresh hostilities.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
And this is Hazard. It's played through for him. Oh, Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! He just has something!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And it's Azar. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Parejo. Portugal are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And this is Hazard. Now it's Van Basten. He's shifting through the gears here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Roberto Carlos. Maddison. Oh, this looks sharp. Casemiro. And this is Hazard.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Parejo. Conte.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Maddison. He is through here!
There they go, hunting again.
Maddison was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Alvarez. Oh, super find. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And the pass is intercepted. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
And we'd like to inform you
Well, it's
now
certainly
that the
simmered
latest
along
travel
nicely so
information
far.
is
Just the
currently
one
being
goal in it,
displayed on
and
the
it's
screen.
all still very much up for grabs. Portugal unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Hakimi. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Always onto this. Rodri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Portugal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And it's Azar. Well read, nice interception. And the keeper's given it away. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Kante. De Bruyne. Pacho. He's going to be disappointed with that. Played out to the left flank. Maddison. He has found the way through. And that is well cleared. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Alvarez receives it in a good position here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. No, he's not getting his way this time. He's a sharp little... Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach.
After 82 minutes
And this is getting better and better.
Luis Suarez.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
No, again, there's no way through. Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Distributed tidily.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Parejo carries the ball down the right. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! And he makes no mistake. Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Number 21.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
And I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
Luis Suarez. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Alvarez. And it's Gerrard. Oh, that's a key interception. And Messi! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Portugal really could have done without this. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Portugal already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So this the chance to fire his team in front. He scores for sure! Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Number 22, Luis Suarez.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the finish! And that is wildly off target.
Gerrard probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Hakimi. No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Now it's De Bruyne. And this is Sané. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Portugal restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Bellingham. Now it's Alvarez. Alaba. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's been played through. He's shifting. Vinicius Junior! That's another chance. Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Well, that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Sané. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. Oh, that's a very deep... Oh, bunny! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
A special mention to all
Portugal
those
have
sponsors
done it in
who
good
made
style.
their birthday.
Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Portugal have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Portugal are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Substitution for Southampton, number 25, Pierre Aubameyang.
And
Number
here is
10,
the first touch of the
Lionel
second half.
Messi. Coming on the field, number 21,
Rodri,
Gabriel Batistuta.
passing nice and
Number
neat.
7, Rui
This is a
Costa.
promising build-up. This is Batistuta. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Vinicius Junior. That is good strength. Just eases him off the ball. Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Oh, sweet feet. That's a decent clearance. And here's De Bruyne. Engages and forces him off the ball. Southampton appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Alvarez, he is onto this. Sané. Sané unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bellingham looking to pass their way up the pitch. Threads one in. That looks a cracking ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Batistuta really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Out for a throw. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Foot in, great vision. And this is having a shot! And that's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I can watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Number 21.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Southampton drag themselves back again.
Southampton really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Substitution for Portugal, number 11, Leroy Sané, number 7.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Vinicius Junior.
Concentration
Number
levels
21.
are very good, and so is the
Julian
commitment.
Alvarez.
This game could yet yield a winner.
Number 5, Danny Parejo. Number 17.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that
Madison.
pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And that's gone route one. Conte, over to the right flank. Now it's Parejo. He's picked his way through. Hakimi has the space to scheme.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective.